So what I'm going to do is basically just kind of show you guys where the summer camps can be found, and I put the link in the chat. You're just going to go to summer.mst.edu, and that's going to bring up this page. Belinda has worked very hard on getting all of our summer camps loaded, and so that all of the information is there. So what you're looking for is you're going to be looking for the camps that you're interested in, and it tells you right up front what grades that camp accepts, and they're pretty stringent about this, because within each camp they will be teaching things that that age group should know. So if you get much younger children, they probably wouldn't have had the math or the science or whatever. So again, they like to keep that pretty in line with what they've listed here, and those come straight from the camp directors. Now, with like engineering and biology, that camp is already full, and we've got a wait list, which is absolutely wonderful. Nuclear camp, I know, is 80% full. Oh, only 5 spots now, so we're almost there. So let's just take let's just see here. Let's just take Jacqueline Intro to Engineering. We're just going to go kind of walk through that. This is going to be your grades 10 through 12. And this will work the same whether it's a younger camp or an older camp. You're going to click on that. You're going to be able to see the information when the camp is.
Come here, 2 of you.
Hello?
I think they just have an audio.
Okay. Jeffrey, you may need to mute everybody.
Yes. Yeah, I'm doing that.
So when the camp is going on, Intro is our largest camp, and there are 3 different sessions. The camp will have a 150 camper capacity, and it's $600. So the registration fee and all that information is here. If there's a video that you can watch, if you'll just click here, you can see, we'll watch that right quick. Right. And we got to see Jude, so that's a really good video. So anyhow, on this page, you'll see camp activities, a little bit about what the camp's doing. This particular camp covers a bunch of majors. They get to hear about all of them. They get to deep dive into 5 of them. Transportation policies, registration cancellation, and just any more information that you need. And then our information is at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and register for this camp so that you can kind of see.
Mhm.
Okay, there we go. I had to close some windows. So when you're going through here, the student's first name, and a lot of international students will put their last name first and their first name last. And so the name tags get backwards. But in the US, we go with first name first and then last name second. So we're just gonna go test and P and 1. So test 1. And this preferred name is if your young person has a long name or a hard to pronounce name or one that they prefer. Like if your name is Steven, sometimes they just want to be called Steve. So we're just going to put Steve in there for now. So you're going to put in the street address, Main Street, and this is where you live. And then the student email address where students can get email. And then further on down, we're going to have where parents can get email. And you'll need to confirm that. And the student phone number, if they will have a cell phone at camp, we like to know what that is. So if we need to get a hold of them, or for whatever reason, check on them, we like to know what that is. If they do not have a cell phone, just put zeros in there. And that way we'll know that you read it, but they don't have a phone. I'm just gonna set this up for me. Let's see, 5. Let's see, so then we can. So let's go here. Gonna be 16, cool, school, currently attending, Francis. Is there one called Francis Howell or something like that? Francis Howell. Okay. In St. Charles. I just saw that. So you're going to select the grade level. When will they be graduating? Ethnicity. And the reason that we have a lot of this information that we ask on demographics is it allows us to offer various scholarships. So if you put in here your ethnicity, and then further on down, we're going to also add in Vintendo. Let us know what your t-shirt size is. If you have a requested roommate, put that in here because we don't guarantee it, but Residential Life works really hard to match roommates up. Now, if you're interested in a scholarship, click yes right here where it says scholarships. That's going to give us another form here in just a second. And let us know how you heard about it. So if it was from a friend or colleague, which is probably from Vintendo and Jeffrey's your friend. And then why did you want to come here? Was it because of our reputation, experience, subject matter? You can select all that apply. Has your student attended one of our events in the past? And did they attend a summer camp last year? If so, when did they attend that camp? So let's just say they went in middle school. So now we come down here to the parent information. And a lot of this information may be kind of redundant, but we need it for each child. Because if yes, oh, we had a couple of campers last year that just submitted for one child and not for both children. So we definitely need to get them on both kids. So that all of their forms, their name badges, and all, they'll have a room ready and everything else. And again, put the parents' email in there. We are not allowed to spam anyone or send a bunch of, emails to your children. So, and then they want to know if you're a first generation, college graduate or not. This makes campers eligible for even additional scholarships. So both of mine, when they were alive, had graduated, so I'm going to put that just for me. And at the end of camp transportation, so if they're going to ride with another participant, like if Jeffrey is going to pick them up, then 10, so 4, oops, 4, Africa. Put in who can pick your child up here, because we will only allow people that you say can pick your child up. So once we have all this information, we're going to hit submit. Okay. And it's going to say that here's the Jackling information. A $50 fee has to be paid. Jeffrey, are you going to pay that for everyone again this year?
Sorry, I'm on mute. Yes, yes, we'll process from this end.
Okay, good deal. So I'll get with Jeffrey on that. So most of our scholarships cover everything except for $50. And if Jeffrey's going to cover the other $50, then those camps would be free. So anyhow, here is the camp information that you will see. And right here, this says required online summer camp form. So we're going to go ahead and click that. And it's going to take us to this Google form. And basically what it is information about which camp your child is attending, information about residential life, where we are going to put them as far as where they're going to stay when they're with us. If they have any, and it's not going to let me go on, if they have any dietary restrictions, if they can be photographed, all of those things are within this one form and they're required. So if you can do it as soon as you register, then we are done with you and we won't keep hounding you for the information. Otherwise, we have to call because no child can be dropped off for camp without these forms being filled out. So, the scholarship information is also included in this page, and we're going to click on that. And so the camp that we were looking at is this Sunday, June 9th one. That's the one we're looking at. And we're going to say test 1. We're going to say May 5th. There we go. Female. Huh? That's weird. Okay, well, I'm seeing another one. Are you guys seeing me fill out a form or are you seeing just a single page?
I think it's just a page.
Okay, let me see. It was, oh, I see. Hold on. How about now?
Yep.
Okay,
That's better.
thank you, Belinda. So here's your summer camp scholarship application. And like I said, you pick your camp, you put your child's information in. Yes, and all of, just gonna put some bogus information in here that we'll have to delete later. And then, let us know what your household income is. Yes or no if you're receiving some form of financial assistance. So for me, we had 6 kids, so there were 8 in our family. And let's say that I think 3 of us were in college at one time. So just briefly let us know that summer camp registration is more than what we can comfortably pay at this time, but would like our child to have this experience. Whatever fits your situation, put that in there, and it doesn't have to be lengthy. Now, this is where the parent will sign their name. And then the student will say what they're interested about. I want to come to camp to learn about engineering and future career choices that I might enjoy. Whatever it is, again, whatever fits your situation, put that in the student statement, and then the student will sign test 1. That's all the scholarship form is. That's submitted. So the scholarship form's been submitted. The registration form has been submitted. If we had gone ahead and filled out the Google form, it would be submitted and we are good to go. So when you fill out your information, somewhere on there, you might put in there that you heard, just make sure that it says Ventindo for Africa so that we can make sure that we get with Jeffrey to get the $50 covered. But basically that is all the registration process is. It's not too in-depth, but if there are questions that we could answer, please, I'm going to stop sharing unless somebody else needs to see a screen. But are there questions that we could answer for you?
Doing chat right now.
And there are some in the chat as well, so Belinda's answering those. But if I can walk anybody through anything, I'm happy to do that as well.
Great, great. That's very good explanations. If anybody has a question, you can put in the chat or you can unmute yourself. I think maybe part of the question is when is the deadline for the application?
So we're going to start probably next week going through the scholarship applications and starting to notify everyone. Registration has been open since December 15th. So some of the camps are already full. But once they fill up, there is a wait list, and a lot of times when we start to process the payments, we can move the campers that are on the wait list into full-time registration.
Okay. I think that somebody is asking if you are put on the waiting list, will you be able to access this information, or maybe when will you be able to know if you're selected?
So what happens is once you're put on a wait list, it's basically first come, first serve. So our system starts building them up this way. And as somebody is dropped off the registration, the next person in the wait list drops into that slot. So however many spots that we're able to free up, then that'll move the wait list down. yeah.
I have a quick question. So are you able to access the scholarship
No, one more
to
time.
you when your child is moved, or when you get that information?
If a child has moved,
Now, if you are put on a waiting list and your children or child is able to
oh
be
yes, as
accepted,
soon as they drop down into that slot, they get an email that's generated that says, hey, you're no longer on the wait list.
okay, and then you can be able to access like completing the other forms, right? Because I
Yep.
could not be able to complete the other forms on a waiting list.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You bet. And what we always like to say is if you're not sure where you are on the wait list, shoot us an
Mhm.
email.
Okay.
And you're welcome to Belinda, if you would pop my email address in there. You're welcome to email me and I can look up and tell you how many people in front
Okay.
of the wait list there are. And we'll have a little bit better idea over the coming, I would say, 4 weeks or so as we start to send out scholarship information and people start paying and completing or deciding which camps that they want to be in. So it's a process, but the sooner that you get in, the better chance you have of getting into that camp.
All right. I'll shoot you an email so that I know how far we are.
Sounds wonderful.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
I think there may be something else to add is when this information is sent out, try to fill it up as soon as possible because I know those camps, they fill up very fast. So I'm just encouraging even in the future when we get that information, try to just fill it up as soon as you can. And if you have problem, you can always shoot an email or call us. We can always help.
And if you guys, if you see an email from us, if you see a 573 number that we're calling, we're only calling about like information that we need. So we don't call to sell anything. We have to have the required legal documents for you to drop your child off with us. So we want to make sure that we understand their allergies, if they have any medical conditions, if they're taking any medication. We need to be able to get a hold of you if there's an emergency. So all we're trying to do is make sure that your kids are ready to come to camp. And then I will usually reach out via email first. Then I will call. Then I will text. So that's usually my kind of go-to. So you might hear from Sarah Sullivan. You might hear from Belinda Curtis, or you might hear from myself, because those are the three of us who are working summer camps now. And all we're doing is just reaching out to make sure if we have a question or clarifying some information. That's the only reason that we reach out to anyone. And you will get regular emails as far as, you know, you're confirmed. If you're pulled from the wait list, you'll get that email. When we have schedules ready, you'll get an email with the schedule. You'll get a packing list, those type things. So we try to not inundate you with emails, but definitely look for the emails that have the summer camp name that your child or children are attending. And then that's your kind of heads up, like this is about camp.
That's great. And any other question?
Jeffrey, would it be helpful for you to have my office number?
That would be awesome.
Okay, it is 573
Mm-hmm.
341
Mhm,
4835.
mhm.
And if I am not at my desk, that will forward, the message that you leave will forward to wherever I am.
Awesome.
And we follow up, very timely. We try to stay on top of everything and really make sure that we're, on top of getting information out to anybody who needs it.
That is awesome.
And then Jeffrey, you got the camp flyers that we sent. Feel
Yes,
free,
I just got them. Yes, I'm gonna share them with the group.
feel free to distribute those with any like vendors or families or just schools, whomever. If the kids, and this is something that we heard last year, were some of the kids were recruiting for camp because they wanted a friend to go to camp with them.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's friends that want to go to camp, please feel free to share this information. Let's see, I think Courtney said we gave over $90,000 worth of scholarships last year. That's a lot of scholarships. So we would
Wow.
love to provide these opportunities to anybody who's interested in STEM and who's, there's the STEM and the STEAM. We also have STEAM. We have an art in the Ozarks camp that is really, it's one of my favorite camps. They're actually going to camp out at the field station this year. And they do all kinds of art projects and things like that. So just look through all of the camps and see which ones might resonate with you. I'm working with Phil, who did the MySTEM last year. And we hope to have maybe one more camp. And from our discussions, don't pin me down, but it was like reverse engineering. So it's taking things, taking them apart to make other things. So it was a super cool concept. So we're waiting to meet with him next week, and we'll get that information out to you as well.
I also have a question.
Sure.
So when we signed up, we were sent an email asking us to submit like the registration fee. And whenever we clicked on the link to submit, it like asked us to pay the full camp fee.
So all you have to do is change that to $50. But if Ventendo is going to pay your $50, then you won't owe anything. So that's why I say make sure to reference Ventendo, because that's what I'm looking for in order to put your name on a list. And then I get with Jeffrey, and Jeffrey sends me a check. So it covers those. And thank you, Jeffrey, for doing that. That's most generous.
So how would we like change it or get our name on the list so we don't have to pay that?
Okay, so you should be able to go ahead and do anything that you need to do without paying that.
Okay, because I already sent the scholarship
Then
request.
you're good. And
Oh,
if you question that, you have my email address. Say, Dr. Pipes, could you check to make sure, give me your name and then which camp you registered for. I'll confirm that you're there, and I'll confirm that you were, check your scholarship status as well to make sure we receive both of those forms. That way you'll know for sure.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because it was saying like if we didn't submit within 2 weeks, it would like remove me from the list.
Well, and there's some special compensations made for Jeffrey because we're really trying to partner and make sure that you guys have these opportunities. So that's why I'm saying like work with Valinda and then Sarah will be brought into this. And then that way we can check and make sure that everything's been taken care of. We can change it on the back end because it's not that way on the front end for everyone.
So can you tell them that,
Mhm.
in the registration, or maybe you can hear. In the registration, you can, there is a question that says, how did you first hear about S&T summer camps? If you choose other, you can write Vitendo for Africa in the other, so that's how we know, where you're coming from.
Yep. Does that answer your question?
Yep.
I will also remind people that to check their emails, because once you submit, there will be communication that will be coming from Missouri S&T and not a text message. It's gonna be an email, and your immediate response really helps a lot to show your seriousness in the interest on the program. So check your email, then remember to respond on time.
What-
I had just
What is the price range for these summer camps?
They're anywhere from $15 to $1,450.
So that's why you have to fill up that form for the scholarship. They will not give you scholarship until you apply, because we don't know if you need it. Maybe we don't know who will apply. The scholarship is given to those who apply. So that's why that form for the application for scholarship is important for you to fill it, and to fill it also early. Like the way the camp is filling up fast, also scholarship can also fill out fast before if you're coming late. So do that fast, and you have a problem or if you need some help, reach out to us. The email is on the chat for both teams in Missouri S&T, and I'm also available to answer any question where I can. If I can direct you to point you to the right direction.
Maybe I can ask a quick question.
Sure.
So I know with Vitendo for Africa, mostly we do the robotics, but I did see in your website that you do have other camps. So if we were to apply for other camps and we are still on the waiting list, would that apply? And would we still get scholarship, and then we can top up the rest of the money for the
You-
other camps, so that
You bet. So Vintendo is just kind of the lifeline, if you will, that leads you to Jeffrey, if you will. But any of the camps that your child is interested in
okay.
and they're eligible to attend, you know what? If a camp's full and something else looks good, go for the other camp.
That's good. That's what I wanted to know.
Any camp experience that your child can get is going to be a wonderful learning opportunity. And I always say this, it can tell you one of two things. It can tell you that you absolutely love something, or you absolutely don't love it. Either way, you've learned something.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'll put Vitendo for Africa there too. So
Perfect.
look out for that.
Perfect. We love that.
I think something else I wanted to add is that last year when we took the group there, most of them, they were not sure, oh, it's STEM, I'm not interested in it, I don't know about it. So they were kind of a little bit hesitant, not sure if they will be, but when they went there, everybody loved it. They just had a good time. So because besides what they learned, there is a lot of learning. They were able to do teamwork building, problem solving, critical thinking, and that apply in all aspects of life. It doesn't matter which career you take. You need critical thinking, problem solving, teamwork, social skills. It was a great, I was just sharing with Michelle, the group, particularly the high school team that went there, most of them were from different countries, different school districts, but they connected very well. After they finished there, they all teamed up again. They did the Missouri Department of Transport, the traction that went to Kansas. The team has been together. They're going back again in Columbia this month. And then they all sign up for Missouri AMSO Bridge program, which is very good for their college applications. I mean, I can list out things that I've seen them doing together. The friendship built from the camp they were able to spend at Missouri S&T. Many of them have also shown very interest in pursuing career in STEM. They didn't know about it, but now being there and saying, I remember one of them saying, I didn't know STEM is so fun. There is so much fun in STEM. Because people had all of this scary thing that it's difficult, it's challenging, it's only for a certain class of people. But I think for me, if I will encourage, if you know any of them, any of them that would be able to go, there is a lot of fun, not just being a classroom, but a fun in terms of where they can build friendship, in terms of where they can be able to be in a campus experience. The campus experience is huge. And being there, spending the night is something I know many of our students have never had. So take advantage of it and enjoy it.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, sorry. I'm on one of the websites down for the engineering and biology. It said the website is full.
Mhm.
Yes. So that camp is full, but go ahead and sign up on the wait list if you're interested. And probably over the next 4 weeks, we'll start dropping people down from the wait list.
Oh,
What happens is parents will go in and sign up for 2 or 3 camps and then decide which one best fits them, and then they'll drop the rest of them. Something else that I might want to add to what you said as well, Jeffrey, is materials camp, completely free camp. That's an amazing camp. Can you build it? And Viral Detectives, those were so fun. Those are NSF grant outreach camps. They're for younger kids. They're $50 camps because the NSF grant is picking up the entire bill for that. So all of the housing, all of the food cost, supplies, eating out, you name it. So there are a lot of opportunities for
Which one
free.
did you say is that one?
Can You Build It Green and Viral Detectives are only $50. The grant's picking up that. And then Materials Camp, that's completely free. That department and their alums pay for everything.
Okay. Good to know that. I'm going to share that too.
Mm-hmm. So we really are, we try to keep prices down, and you guys know, you've been to the grocery store, everything's going up, everything.
It is.
These are wonderful opportunities, and I say take advantage of them while you can. Get your kids in there, and maybe it'll pique their interest in something that will serve them well for the rest of their life.
Absolutely.
I always told my son, I said, pick something that pays you a good salary because I want a nice nursing home. Any other questions?
And that I see, can you build it? The green is 5th to 8th grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
And is
And-
it the current grade or the rise?
It's rising.
Rising. Okay.
Uh-huh. So they would have been in 4th grade this year, but the camp is a lot of fun. The kids just genuinely had a great time. There was a lot of camaraderie, and they were like big man on campus. And, you know, a lot of things happened, and they're taught at their level. But like you said, Jeffrey, when we first started, it just gives them that little exposure and inspiration, and said, hey, this is fun. This is something we can do that's fun.
Mhm.
And then they're meeting other people that's like, I may not have anyone in my class who likes STEM or who likes science, but I have other friends now that do. And so those friendships, especially as they get older, they'll know more people in high school that like the same things. They'll know people going into college. So it really sets up this wonderful network of friendship for these kids as well.
Okay. Do you know if Leading for Tomorrow, if it's, I think it's still open, right?
Leading for Tomorrow, the leadership camp. Oh my gosh, it is an absolutely phenomenal camp, and we still have spaces left in it. But I'm just telling you, we're getting ready to do some focused social media promotion on that. So sign up if you want in there. But the people who teach that are with the Comer Center. This is a top-notch education experience that you would not get anywhere else. So they're bringing in professionals and doing these wonderful experiments and just all of these things. They do, I believe they do like finding out your personality characteristics and how you work best in a group. And, you know, you get to role play and you get up and lead the group and then someone else does. And so it's this really tight knit, I would say this is probably one of the tightest camps that I've seen. And if you are wanting to be a future leader, I would definitely encourage you to sign up for that camp.
Yeah, I think that's a good one because I think everybody wants to build those leadership skills.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another
nice.
quick question
Sure.
is so do all these camps, are they like all 3 days, or they are those that are like daily, or we can find that information in your website?
You can find it on the website. We have
Okay.
day camps, but the kids come and go every day.
Okay.
But most of our camps are residential camps, so they bring them and drop them off. We
Okay.
take care of them. So there's counselors with them 24/7. The counselors get them up in the morning, take them to breakfast, take them off to their first activities, bring them back for lunch, take them back to the activities, bring them back for dinner, and have a whole bunch of fun activities in the evening. And when it's time to go to bed, guess what? Bed checks, making sure everybody's where they're supposed to be. So we have counselors that we pay, their college age or older. They're all background checked. They're all trained. Depending on what age they are, we have a ratio of 1 to 8 to 1 to 15 adult to campers. So we really, as much as we want them to have fun, more than that, we want them to be safe. So being safe is our #1 priority. #2 is close behind that, where they learn and have fun, but we really want it to make sure that they're safe.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think we check on the WhatsApp. I mean, on the chat, you will be able to see all those links that I think the viral detective, that is only $50. And then the other one was on Leading for Tomorrow. And there's scholarship for that too. But then there was the other one. What was the other one name on the other one?
Can you build it green?
Can you build? Yes. That is also.
And just so you know, those are educators that are coming from all over the United States, specifically for this NSF grant outcome. So they're teachers teaching this information, and they're developing the curriculum that will teach the things that are in their camp, which is really exciting.
And it's good to mention. I would just want to make sure that even for the kids who are there in the audience, is that even if you find that is something that is $50, something that is scholarship, a lot of money has been put in this program. A lot of money and resources have been put there. Like she said, great speakers. If you were to pay this, I know it's going to be very expensive. So I always say, take advantage of it. And when you go there, please count, let your time count, let the money who has been paying there count on, be able to count. Because it's an opportunity that has an impact in your life, and you don't want to be there and then say, oh, I was there at the time, I don't know how I spend my time. But it's a resources that are a lot of resources being put into it, and I hope that when you go there, you'll be able to take advantage of it.
And two, we have to compliment the Vicento for Africa program. You guys sent us top-notch young people. They were respectful, they were eager to learn. Hold on, there's Courtney.
Hey,
Hi, Jeffrey. How are
hey, good to
you?
see you.
It's so good to see you.
Oh, thank you so much. Good to see you.
Yeah, my daughter's here. She just got to town, so I'm gonna go spend the evening with her. Go have fun.
Please
He's been at
do
the
that.
Capitol all day.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, I saw that there was children advocacy in Capitol.
Yep, but the young people were just absolutely wonderful. We have so many nice experiences and comments about the students that you sent us, and that's one reason that we're continuing to partner, because what the caliber of people that you're sending is such that, you know, these are people that we want to inspire and we want to engage with, and we love to see those light bulb moments where,
Mhm.
you know, you see them and it's just like, oh my gosh, I get it now. And those are the things that make our jobs and all the hard work worth it, probably for you as well, Jeffrey. So please do fill out your forms. If we can assist you in any way, we're a call or an email away. And just let us know how we can assist you. Jeffrey, I will go ahead and put spreadsheets together like I did last year, just so that it's easy for
Yes.
all of us.
Mhm.
And I know, are you going to also be helping with transportation again?
Yes, we will organize for the groups that will be coming. We will be able to coordinate transport from this end.
Okay. And if there would be a one-off, and there would be any issues with transportation, please reach out to us, because if there's anything that we can do, any one of us would do it. So just
Great.
know that that's out there as well.
That's awesome.
Okay. Well, if there's no more questions, thank you all for your time. We look forward to seeing all of the beautiful faces at camp this summer. And we just are excited for what the summer's going to bring. It's going to change lives yet again.
Absolutely. No, thank you so much for your time, and thank you also for giving us again this great opportunity on behalf of the parents, on behalf of the kids in Vicento family. We say thank you so much, and in Swahili we say asante sana.
Asante. Jeffrey, also just one little bug in your ear, that if any of the older students that are coming back would like an admissions call or tour, holler, and we can help with that as well while they're here.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll communicate that.
Sounds good. We'll see you guys later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you everyone for logging in.